Guys, this is the BATOL guide. Quick and easy. Like your mom. Alright. The first boss is a big thing. He's like a demon. He's a big demon with big arms. Wow, 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 wow. He's a big demon, okay? What he does is his room looks like this. It's just a square room, basically. Okay? And there's 4 lanes in this room, okay? Imagine there's 4 lanes, okay? And what he's going to do is a dragon is going to spawn on 3 of these lanes. And what the dragon does is it breathes fire on these lanes. So you want to be in the safe lane. You want to be in the safe lane. This happens throughout the entire fight. Okay, you want to be in the safe lane. That's the first thing. Second thing he does is he puts a debuff on player. You guys will be the red. He puts okay, let's say you're fighting the boss, so you guys are all here. He puts a debuff on a player, which will be the orange thing. And with these orange things is after a couple seconds, that debuff will drop and leave a big puddle and a big spike, basically to block your way. So what you want to do with these is you want to bring them to the edge of the room. So you drop them like right here, you know, ideally. Ideally you drop them on anywhere on the edges of the rooms. So you have, you know, time to... What happens with these circles is they slow you. So when you run away from the dragon breath, you know, you'll get slowed and you'll potentially get caught in the dragon breath. These dragons rotate differently every time. It happens like once every 20 seconds. The dragons will come out, or even 10 or something like that. Other than that, this boss is pretty easy. I don't think he actually does anything other than that. I think it literally is dodge the dragons, don't get hit by the flame breath, and he puts that debuff on you, and he just does damage. It's really easy. Okay? Second boss. The second boss of BATOL is in a hallway. Okay, the hallway is kind of like this. Hallway is kind of like this, all right? And we got fiery lava here. Okay? We got fiery lava there, okay? So what this boss does is he has 3 different things. Every time he'll change weapons. He has swords, a mace, and he does like an axe attack, but he doesn't actually have an axe weapon. So what he does is when he summons a sword or a mace, he'll do an AoE. So you can use a he's a big ogre. He's like butt soap basically. Big ogre. Very big ogre. Very big ogre with weapon. With very big weapon, like a big sword. So he's a very big ogre with big sword. When he changes phases and switch weapons, he does AoE. What he does first global is he'll target a random player, and he will try to axe him down with a big fiery pizza axe. Okay, so let's say you're the player right here. A very bad positioning, because what he's gonna do here is he's gonna axe you down and create a big fire patch right here, and you don't want this fire patch to really, you know, fill up the room. So ideally, what you would do is you would stand like behind the boss here, and so the fiery axe goes like this. It's like a big pizza, and it just so it doesn't cover a lot of the room. After that, he can go sword or mace. I think it's RNG. If he goes sword, he's going to put a debuff on you that lasts about 5 seconds. When this debuff runs off, you'll drop a lava puddle that will expand throughout the whole fight. So it'll start here. Let's say, for example, you dropped it right here. It'll start, and it'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It'll fill up the whole room. So you want to drop those, you know, in a corner or wherever you started the boss, pretty much. The third phase is the mace phase. When he picks up the mace, he's gonna chase a player. He's gonna chase the tank, and the tank does not want to tank this because he does a ton of damage. And he's gonna leave fire. He's gonna basically poop out fire as he's walking to fill up the room with lava and fire. So you just want to kite him. You know, you just want to have enough room to kill him. Basically, it's a DPS race before the fire fills up the whole room. Use cooldowns when he's swapping weapons because he does AoE pulsing damage. That's it. Leaves a dot on you. You drop it off in a safe place. Does a pizza slice on you. Make sure you're in a good position. And tank, make sure you kite him on mace phase. That's it. That's boss number 2. All right, boss number 3 is a little wizard caster. He's like a little like a Vigar in League of Legends. He's like a little wizard caster. He's like, oh, dude, you cannot stop me, like some evil villain. And once you kill him, which doesn't take too long, is it comes out with a big dragon. This is a big dragon. Rawr. And he starts riding the dragon. This is wings. This is the dragon wings. And so this is a big dragon. It's Valiona, actually. And so what Valiona does is in this fight, she will. So you want to. So this is how the room looks. Let me draw it in gray. Okay. So what happens here is you want to bring Valiona to a corner. Hopefully this isn't blocked off. I see it is a little bit. Okay, here we go. You want to bring Valiona to a corner, so pretty much tank her in a corner at first, because I'll explain it in a second here. What she does is she'll summon 2 fire elemental adds that fixate on players. If these players get hit by the fire elemental adds, it'll blow up and basically wipe you. So they spawn in RNG positions. So these could be the fire elemental adds. This is the raid, and they will fixate, on 2 players. Obviously, don't get hit by it. Don't try to kill the one that's on you unless you're ranged or something. You know, this guy should kill this one, right? This guy should kill this one, and then this guy should kill this one, and everyone else can kill him. Just don't get hit by the fire elemental adds. You can stun them. You can fear them. Actually, I don't think you can fear them, but you can stun them. You can slow them. You just kill them. It's not that bad a mechanic. The second mechanic is Valiona will burst everyone in the air, doing massive AoE damage. So you want to use the defensive on this. It's actually pretty good amount of damage. She'll push you guys back, and she'll summon these swirling tornadoes that actually constantly go around. They constantly go like this, basically, and there's 3 of them. And so they'll constantly be rotating, and this is why you start the boss fight in a corner, because basically the tornadoes will take over this corner, and then you move them to another corner. You'd move them to like this corner, and then after the burst happens, you would move them to this corner, and then this corner. And if you don't kill her by then you probably don't have enough DPS. But basically, avoid the tornadoes. They'll one-shot you on higher keys. Use defensive cooldown on the knock. Kill the elementals. Don't run into your own elemental. That's the 3rd boss. And the last boss is a big dude. He's a big boy, okay? This is his room. He starts right here. He's a big, angry man. He's actually got more of a belly than that, like this. He's a big boy. He's a big, angry man. He's like a something. He's just angry. And he spawns tentacles all over the room that you'll see look like this. Don't stand in the tentacles. They'll suck you off. They'll kill you. Don't stand in the tentacles. What he does is he'll start sucking the room up. So there'll be a safe spot. Let's say, for example, the safe spot's here. You won't know until the room starts to get dark. The room will start to get dark, and it'll start like enveloping the whole room basically but just not this circle. So the tank just needs to pull the boss to the circle, to the area where it's looking like it's going to be, and everyone just follows him and don't stay in the dark stuff. Once you're in this circle, 3 people are going to get a debuff that's going to surround them. This is the debuff. You want to make sure you're spread out so you're not stacking on any of these people who have the debuff. This debuff does a lot of damage. You want to use a defensive cooldown. It'll probably happen like twice. Most times I've killed him, he does it, you get 2 of these phases pretty much. Just use it, a wall, or for me, for example, I use a wall and then Earthen Totem for the next one. You just want to use a wall. It's really healing intensive, and just don't stack on each other. After the debuff goes away, the entire room will go back to normal, and he'll summon adds. These adds, they increase, when they die, they increase the damage you take, and he does himself an AoE. So you want to kill the adds after he does the AoE, but, start attacking him instantly. He does a pulsing AoE throughout the whole fight. I don't think this really is a cooldown usage one. This is more on the healer to heal. The cooldown usage is more of the one I just explained in the circle. But you could use a health pot or something to help your healer out if it's bad. That's pretty much the whole fight. He surrounds the room. You go in the circle. You get a debuff. You use a defensive. You kill adds. And he does an AoE pulse that you just need to survive, and healer needs to heal. That's Grim BATOL.